In the underworld, there exist dark secrets that the FBI often doesn't want the public to know about. These are the most heinous criminals, individuals who have committed serious offenses, ranging from smuggling and extortion to mass murder. They are like ghosts in society, with their skillfully cunning and brutal criminal behavior and bizarre personalities, always stirring up fear in each of us. Here are the most evil criminals the FBI doesn't want you to know. The Zodiac Killer, an unidentified serial murderer, terrorized Northern California in the late 1960s, becoming one of the most infamous unsolved cases in American history. This elusive criminal is known to have killed 5 confirmed victims between December 1968 and October 1969, targeting young couples and a lone taxi driver in various settings around the San Francisco Bay Area. While Zodiac claimed to have killed 37 people, investigators confirmed 7 victims attacked, 5 of whom died. The murderer's notoriety grew as he communicated with the media and police through mocking letters and cryptic ciphers, demanding their publication under threats of more violence. In these letters, Zodiac claimed he was collecting his victims as slaves for the afterlife. A notable letter in August 1969 marked the first time the killer referred to himself as Zodiac. The cipher in a subsequent letter was decoded, revealing a disturbing message but no clues to the murderer's identity. According to witnesses, the suspect was described as a white male, about 25-30 years old, approximately 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing 180 pounds, with a crew-cut hairstyle. Numerous suspects were questioned, but over 5 decades later, no arrest has been made. The inability to identify the Zodiac Killer continues to frustrate law enforcement agencies. With the ambiguity of information and lack of clear evidence, the true appearance of the Zodiac Killer remains a mystery. Richard Ramirez, born in 1960, also known as the Night Stalker, was a notorious serial killer who terrorized the state of California, USA. His reign of terror lasted from June 1984 until his arrest in August 1985. Born in El Paso, Texas, Ramirez endured a troubled childhood, suffering abuse at the hands of his father. Early exposure to violence, combined with his fascination with Satanism and the occult, shaped his later life of crime. Ramirez's criminal activities, which started with cocaine-fueled burglaries, escalated into a series of horrific attacks in the greater Los Angeles and San Francisco Bay areas. He used a variety of weapons, including handguns, knives, machetes, tire irons, and claw hammers to assault his victims. His modus operandi included breaking into homes, assaulting and humiliating the occupants, and then ending their lives. His crimes were characterized by extraordinary brutality and savagery, instilling fear in the people of California. In 1989, Ramirez was convicted of 13 murders, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries. He was sentenced to 19 death penalties, but died of complications from lymphoma in 2013 at the age of 53 while awaiting execution. Ramirez never showed remorse for his crimes. Instead, he appeared to relish them. Jamie Osuna, born in 1998 and dubbed the Man with 1,000 Faces, is a criminal figure who has garnered significant attention. He first came to public notice for the horrific murder of Yvette Pina in 2011 at a motel in Bakersfield. His appearance, covered in tattoos with a Joker smile and a 5-pointed star on his forehead, marks him as a distinctive and unrepentant figure. Osuna confessed to feeling exhilarated while murdering Pina, a crime for which he received a life sentence without parole. Osuna's history of violence escalated while in custody. In a shocking incident in March 2019, he was found to have brutally harmed his cellmate. Due to the gruesome nature of the act, we refrain from detailing it further. This horrifying act is one of the worst cases ever witnessed by Kings County Assistant District Attorney Phil Esbenshade. The legal proceedings regarding Osuna's competence to stand trial are complex and ongoing. He has been diagnosed with several mental health disorders, including unspecified schizophrenia spectrum, antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Despite these challenges, psychiatrists later deemed him competent to stand trial. although the final decision on his competence is pending due to various delays and actions by Osuna himself, such as dismissing his attorney. Why does Jamie Osuna have such bizarre characteristics? Will society continue to see the emergence of such a cruel criminal in the future? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, so we can find the most accurate answers. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our channel to support our latest videos. Nikko Allen Jenkins, born on September 16, 1986, became the heir of crime in Omaha, Nebraska in August 2013. Nikko Jenkins was born into a family with little love. But the worst was yet to come when he realized his family was a group heavily involved in various criminal activities. At the age of 7, Nikko's life began its darkest chapters, darker than one could imagine. His killing spree started immediately after his release from prison, where he had served over a decade for carjacking and assault as a youth. Jenkins claimed his actions were commanded by the ancient serpent god Baffles, a deity in ancient Egyptian religion. Jenkins was arrested for unrelated charges, but quickly became the prime suspect in the serial killing of 4 people. His arrest was aided by surveillance footage and his own confession in an extensive police interview. He claimed that his victims were sacrifices for Apollo. In a bizarre twist, Jenkins sued the state of Nebraska, blaming his actions on unresolved mental health issues and arguing that solitary confinement had exacerbated his schizophrenia. He claimed to suffer from schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. However, psychiatric evaluations concluded that he was feigning psychotic symptoms. Despite his claims of mental illness and antics in the courtroom, Jenkins was deemed competent to stand trial and was ultimately convicted of all 4 murders. He was sentenced to death in May 2017, but the shock did not end there. While awaiting his execution, a woman from Texas reportedly planned to marry Jenkins, believing him to be very sensitive and very intelligent. Dale Hausner and Samuel Dieteman were the criminal duo responsible for a series of shootings and arson incidents in Phoenix, Arizona, from May 2005 to August 2006. They randomly targeted pedestrians, bicyclists, and animals, often under the influence of drugs, casting a shadow of fear over the area, as no one knew who would be the next victim. Their crimes coincided with the hunt for the baseline killer, another random perpetrator of violence in Phoenix. Hausner and Dieteman were convicted of multiple murders, and this was part of a larger series of shootings that included non-fatal shootings of people and animals. The duo's arrest in August 2006 was partly due to a statement from a friend of Dieteman, leading to their capture outside their apartment in Mesa, Arizona. Hausner, a former boxing photographer and caretaker, faced 88 charges including multiple murders and arson, and was ultimately sentenced to 6 death penalties. He later committed suicide in prison. Dieteman, with a history of minor offenses, pleaded guilty to 2 murders and other conspiracy charges, receiving a life sentence without parole. Their spree, leaving a trail of horror and grief, marks a cruel chapter in the criminal history of Arizona. Through our articles, analyses, and updated news reports, we provide a multi-dimensional perspective on the criminal world, from local cases to international legal issues. Understanding legal and criminal matters is crucial for educating and protecting yourself and your family. If you want to express your feelings about this video or have personal stories to share, please let us know by leaving your comments or experiences below. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest videos. Goodbye and see you again. Thank you.